YouTube, it's been a minute. Welcome back to another YouTube video, which I haven't done in a long time. And I don't know why, I actually really enjoy doing the longer form style videos as well, and kind of the vlog style videos. I find they're a little bit more relaxed. I can be myself and stuff too. So yeah, looking forward to actually making this video today. I suppose I'm going to go through, a day in the life kind of vlog, and just kind of bring you along a few tips and tricks around fat loss, around running, a little bit of an update on what's going on in the gym, which is still up and running here, what's going on with my online coaching, and what's going on with my own training then as well. So I'm currently in training for my first full marathon, which is in 2 weeks time. Getting a little bit nervous for it now, can't lie, but training has been going well. It's definitely been the most challenging thing I've done to date, but yeah, looking forward to that. It's in 2 weeks time, and I suppose I'll kind of take you through what I've been doing and my plan for the marathon then as well. So that is morning coaching done and dusted. 7 a.m. class, 9:30 a.m. class. Really good crowds in for the classes this morning, so delighted with that. I would normally have a couple of PTs on as well mid-morning, but there's a few people away on holidays with kids off school, so they're making the most of the time before they go back as well. So what I'm going to do now is get myself ready to go for a run. So I have a long, slow run on the cards today, which I'm pretty happy about because the legs are a little bit tired. The body is just kind of mentally drained more so than anything in the last couple of weeks. Definitely picked up the mileage in the last, we'll say 2 to 3 weeks. Hit my longest run, 32 kilometers 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling it, but looking forward to this long, slow run today and see how I get on. I'll bring you along and kind of show you a couple of clips of the route. I'm hoping to hit between 15 to 18 kilometers on today's run, and just keeping it nice and steady, just kind of get the mileage into the legs and keep the body ticking over. So yeah, all's going good so far. So the runners I'm hoping to wear on the day of the marathon is the Nike Femeros. I really like these. I got them about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I had a pair of Asics Nova Blast ones, and I just found there wasn't a whole pile of cushion in them for me, but I really find these pretty good. There's a really nice bounce off of them as well, and I'm not really opting to go for a runner that has a carbon plate in it because I feel as though I don't need that type of runner. For the pace I'll be running, you know, I'd rather have the cushion underneath me rather than a plate when I start getting tired at, like, we'll say 25-30 kilometers into the run. I'm not going to get much benefit out of having that carbon plate, so I feel like, you know, maybe in time when I do improve it will be good for me, but I think I'll definitely need the cushion on the day of the race. You know, the legs are going to start to get tired, especially around, you know, when I hit that 30 kilometer mark. I need the cushion to help me keep going forward. So these are really nice. I went half a size up. I'm normally size 8. These are size 8.5. Really love the colour of them as well, and they're so popular now. Everyone is looking for them. There's a pink pair as well that are really nice, but I went for the blue because the pink wasn't in stock at the time, but I think I prefer the blue, to be honest with you. So yeah, Nike Femeros, really nice runner. Nice block of cushion there as well in the bottom end of it too, but yeah, I really do like them. With these as well, I find that the toe box is actually a little bit narrower compared to the Asics ones. The toe box comes in a little bit more, which I found a little bit difficult to get used to, but I'm used to it now and they definitely are fine for me. So yeah, really like them. And I got the runner loop in the laces as well there. If you can see, I put the laces in through the runner loop, which is really handy for just kind of tightening it in towards your ankle as well. So yeah, find them really good. And I may as well show you the running vests I use and the gels I use as well. So I've been using this EOS Elite vest over the past couple of weeks. I like this style of vest more so than the one that kind of clips across the front and across the bottom here. I think it's a lot better for me. I don't know, I prefer how it kind of fits on the body as well. I prefer the kind of chest loaded, I suppose, pocket rather than the sides, and then there's a little pocket in the back there as well where I pop my water bottle. But these are the gels that I've been taking over the past, we'll say 2 to 3 weeks. Like, I'm only after starting taking gels about a month now. I wouldn't have had any experience with them before this, but these are definitely my favorite ones. It's more like a jelly, so what would you say, a jelly substance compared to some of them which are very liquidy. So, you know, to open these, they're very easy, and when you open them, they're not spilling everywhere. So they are a little bit more expensive, but they're the Mar10 gels, really, really good to give you a nice hit of just energy. Basically, all they are is just sugar. That's what basically it, carbs, and they taste perfect. There's no like tangy taste off them, so they are pretty good. So I get them on the Run Hub website, and you can get like a packet of 12, and they're really, really good. So yeah, that's my Run Vest EOS Elite, and I'm using these gels. I think that's definitely one of the hardest runs I've ever done. Oh my God, the heat was just outrageous today. And I think that makes a massive difference, like when it's hot. And I told you at the start that it was going to be a slow and steady run, but I don't know what came over me. I was feeling good, and I was like, you know, I'm going to push myself here, and I'm going to try and get, you know, a decent race pace run done today. So that's what I aimed for, and a lot of my kilometers were like 5:04, 5:07. I got a few in like 4:54, and that's way faster than what I have been doing as well. So it probably wasn't the best idea, but it's nice to test yourself out every now and again as well. So yeah, pretty happy with that run. So altogether I went for 15 kilometers. I showed you a couple of the clips there as well. So it was relatively flat, a few hills on the way back, a few steep inclines coming back into town. But yeah, generally a nice kind of, I would say a steady run, but no, it wasn't a steady run. It was absolutely horrible today. The sweat is dripping off me now. It was so warm. But yeah, really good to get that done. So as I was saying earlier on, I'm 2 weeks out from running the marathon now. And I suppose the main focus now is next week I'll be tapering off. So the race is actually on Sunday next week. So I'll be tapering off, I suppose, early next week, and, you know, kind of just this week I'm just getting a few miles into the legs. Later on in the week, a lot of the runs will be dogs. Moosey, come. But yeah, as I was saying, the runs later on in the week will be shorter. They'll be a slower pace, and just kind of ease myself into getting a little bit of mileage in the legs before the race itself. But yeah, my plan was during the race to kind of go with like a 5:30, 5:40 pace. But I'm thinking, you know, that should be okay for me to do. So if I start off around that time and then, you know, try and push it a little bit quicker towards the end. Now that's me being probably a little bit ambitious, but look, we'll see on the day. I'm not really giving myself any pressure around what time to have it done in, or what pace to be running at. I literally just want to go and run it and enjoy it. Like, it's been so good, the training the last couple of weeks. I gave myself a 12-week training plan, and I've been so focused on it, and everything else I'm doing, like work and just everyday life, I'm a lot more productive and a lot more strategic as well, because I'm kind of planning my day almost around my training to make sure I get it done, because I know if I want to run a marathon, I definitely have to train for it. I'm not one of these type of people that can kind of just go and run a marathon straight off the bat. So yeah, it's been good. I'm really enjoying the training, and yeah, I'm going to get some lunch now. I think I'll wait a while before I eat, because it's not gonna go down too well. But yeah, I'll probably just get something, a little bit of protein into me, probably a bagel, some scrambled eggs, bit of pre-packed chicken, and then I'll probably have like protein yogurt with that as well. So yeah, a little bit of admin to do now, and I have a PT session later on in Horsepower Gym. So I'll bring you along on a little bit of that as well. So this is my lunch ready to go. I actually think I have the ability to get it into me now after that run. I was killed there for a while. But basically very, very simple, guys. Nothing fancy at all. It's a similar lunch I have pretty much every day. So I have some scrambled eggs, I have some pre-packed chicken, and I have a bagel here as well. And I've topped it off with this Nando's Peri-Naise. I absolutely love this sauce. Really, really nice. So yeah, a decent level of protein, carbs, and a little bit of fat in there as well with the eggs. I'll get this into me, and then I will have like a protein yogurt afterwards. But yeah, pretty simple, hits the spot, does the job. So I'm just after having my lunch, and I'm currently going through some online check-ins from my clients on the 8-week Balanced Method program. So normally Monday and Tuesday is always a busy day for kind of online coaching side of things. I get my clients to check in with me for their weekly check-in to kind of review how their progress is going and review their programs and their nutrition to see if I have any feedback for them on different areas where they can make small improvements. So I suppose to kind of give a background of the Balanced Method program, it's all ran through my online coaching app. And as I was saying before, everyone is going to have their own workout program to suit home or gym-based workouts. There'll be nutrition plans and calorie and macros assigned to the client. And then on the app, they'll be able to track their own food itself. They'll be able to log their workouts. And then we have a little daily check-in form as well, where we track things like sleep, water intake, step count, for females if they're on their menstruation phase of their cycle, energy levels, all that kind of stuff. So the main thing I suppose with online coaching is the extra accountability there, and the weekly check-in really holds people accountable, I find as well, because you ask them to give you a detailed, I suppose, description and review of how their previous week has went, and it's an opportunity for clients to ask me questions as well. So I'll go through all of them individually on a Monday or Tuesday, and I give back feedback to clients then as well on different areas where they can make changes to their nutrition. And I suppose when it comes to nutrition, a lot of my clients have the goal of fat loss, and the main thing is that we don't need a complete wipe of people's current diets. Normally, more often than not, is that we just need to make a couple of simple changes. And I think that's one misconception that a lot of people have when they look to have the goal of losing fat. They think their current diet is rubbish and they need a complete diet plan to kind of follow. But I like to get clients to start tracking their calories and their food on the actual app itself, using the guidance I've given them for their allowance for their overall daily calorie intake and their macronutrients, so their carbs, proteins and fats. And it's funny, like when I review their first week, we'll say, on the program, they'll notice that there isn't actually massive changes that they have to make. More often than not, people need to increase their protein intake. And I always get people, it's a massive rule of thumb of mine, is to focus on their 3 main meals. So their breakfast, lunch, dinner. Try and volumize these as much as possible, because the more you eat at those meals, the more decent quality macronutrients you eat at those meals, the less likely you are to become hungry outside of those meal times, and the less likely you are to become vulnerable to snacking outside of those times as well. So, and a lot of the time, it's not that people are eating too much that's causing their weight gain. It's because they're eating too little too often, basically. So they're snacking on small bits and pieces here and there. They're going for the lower calorie option, which is not always the best option to go for, because it's not going to fill you up, it's not going to satisfy you for the day. So it's really important to kind of try and focus on those 3 main meals, trying to have them at similar meal times or similar times every day as well. Now, within reason, like it's not always going to be bang on the same time every day, but I always say, like, try and have a little bit of structure around your meal timings throughout the week, and then try and carry that into the weekend for yourself as well, because it just gives your body clock some structure, and it gives your hunger hormones some regulation then as well. Your body will become used to getting hungry at certain times, and that's the time where you're going to have a nice substantial meal, rather than just grabbing something quick that's maybe really high in carbs, really high in sugars and fats, and you're going to have a quick crash then of blood sugar levels, and you're going to want more of it very, very soon. So that's a couple of the main things that I'll pointer across to people when they join the program. And with the program then as well, I have, I suppose, weekly educational videos that I pop into the clients. We're all in a WhatsApp group together. And I normally record these on Loom video or on my podcast. So I have loads of different, I suppose, topics covered on my podcast as well around areas that will help people, I suppose, just develop a more balanced routine for themselves when it comes to trying to lose fat. So a couple of different topics there. This week's one was actually around weighing scales fluctuations, why they happen, how often they happen, and why it's so important to have an understanding of scale fluctuations, because it can be such a massive factor in derailing people's motivation. And it's you know, a lot of people have that emotional attachment to the scales, and it can be hard for them to take that away, you know, after years and years of trying to lose weight and regaining it, and lose weight and regaining it again. And they put all their progress validation in the scales, whereas there's so many other metrics that we could be looking at, such as, you know, how your clothes are fitting, how your energy levels are feeling, how your sleep is improving, you know, how your body is feeling, how much more mobile you are, how much stronger you are. There's so many other ways. And then obviously the visual one as well. So that's something that we'll put across to people on their weekly check-in form, is to shoot across their progress photos as well. Because especially for females, we normally see a lot more difference in the visuals compared to what the weigh-in scales tells us, because females have a lot more hormonal fluctuation going on in their body, which can play a massive role in what the weigh-in scales is going to tell you from certain weeks of we'll say a month, you know, around your time of the month and stuff like that as well. So it's really important to have these other metrics to be looking at. And then with the WhatsApp group, there's like a weekly challenge I'll send into them. So this week we're actually working on increasing protein intake in 3 main meals. So setting them that challenge just to kind of keep them accountable to that as well. Like sometimes we'll all let that slip from time to time. So the weekly challenges kind of give people a little bit of accountability, and, you know, they're kind of more focused on what I'm telling them to do as well. But yeah, I really do enjoy the online coaching side of things as well. I'm kind of, you know, always trying to improve it and always trying to get better at it, you know, my own service for people too. So the next program intake for the Balance Method program is going to be on September 22nd. And I have a free trial offer for that at the minute. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave a description in this video here as well. So you can try it out for 7 days for free, and you'll be able to have full access to the coaching app, your nutrition, your workouts, and basically everything there. You'll have access to it. So it's a good way to kind of get a feel for it. I've had a lot of clients who've done that on the current intake. They jumped on the free trial and then they were happy with what it was, and then they jumped on the 8-week program then after that. So yeah, if anyone is interested in it, you know, definitely check out my podcast, Megan Banahan Fitness, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You'll see a lot of kind of, I suppose, testimonials from previous clients, and you'll see a lot of the, I suppose, content that I would work with people on the program as well. So yeah, I really enjoy online coaching. I think it's nice to kind of work a little bit more closely with people with their specific goals, in terms of fat loss, in terms of, you know, improving strength or improving their running, which is something I've added into this program as well. I have a couple of running programs for certain people at the minute. You know, and then I have the in-person coaching then as well in my gym, obviously. So classes, one-to-one PT, and yeah, of course, it's nice to have the mix of them there. So yeah, definitely I'll pop all the details in the description below. So I'm going to continue on now with some online check-ins, and then I'll be on the road back into Longford for another personal training session, and that'll pretty much be me today in terms of in-person coaching. I'll be back on the laptop then this evening, just kind of catching up on bits and bobs with admin, and of course I'll be getting the dinner into me. So it's currently 28 degrees in the van, and I should have known better. I'm after drinking out of a bottle with water in it, and it's absolutely roasting. So I'm just after coming into the gym to grab one here before I go over to do a PT in horsepower. So just wanted to actually touch on the running group that I set up there about 5 weeks ago now in the local village. If you follow me on Instagram, Megan Banahan Fitness, you would have seen a couple of clips that I have up on that. So we meet up every Thursday evening and Sunday morning, and it's been such good fun. Like, it's been so great to see everyone coming together and feeling welcome. And it's more so a mixture of a walking group and a running group. So it's not just runners that are coming to it, it's people that want to walk the route, and we just do a 5-kilometer route every Thursday and Sunday, and it's just so good. We've been blessed with the weather now as well the past couple of weeks that we've had it on. So if there is anyone local that's watching this video to Lanes Roe Valley League area or surrounding areas, I'll drop the link in this description to join our WhatsApp group as well. And I put in updates of the routes that we're doing and the times and the meetup locations as well. So yeah, it's incredible. Like I can't get over the numbers even in the WhatsApp group, and just overall it's just been really, really good fun. And it's great to see people like even the likes of my mum who, you know, struggled to kind of get out of the house there the last while. She's back out walking now, and I set her up like a 30-day streak on Strava to track her walks, and she's completed it, and she's lost like nearly 3 kg in weight as well. And you can really see how much her energy has improved and just how much she feels better about herself as well. So it's amazing those little, I suppose, bits of accountability and challenges will really help people, and that's sometimes all that people need. You know, they don't need big massive plans or changes of lifestyle or anything like that. Just simple little changes here and there go a long way. Just home from the gym after my PT session. It's coming up to 6 o'clock now, so I'm going to have some dinner, and I'm going to be having some turkey burgers I cooked earlier. I have 1 burger bun left, so that'll have to do me. I have some like protein cheese slices, and I have some rice in the microwave as well. So I'm going to plate this up and get it into me, and then I'm actually heading into the rugby club this evening to meet a few of the girls. I'm hoping to go back to playing rugby this season as well. And their training started back last week, so I'm just going to hold back on going to training until I get through this marathon. Don't want to go into the marathon next weekend with an injury, so don't want to risk it. So yeah, looking forward to going in and seeing the girls and having a bit of a run around with them as well. So going to get this food into me now because I am starving.